and the weather has just been hectic, like beyond what it normally is.
These are some of the strongest winds France has faced in a while, reaching up to 207 kilometers per hour, with maximum flood warnings in 2 French regions.
And last night it was particularly bad. It was raining non-stop, but more than that, it was really, really, really windy. And we're surrounded by a lot of very old trees, so whenever it's like that, you've got to kind of get up in the morning and go take a look, see what's come down, if anything, whether it's on our property or not. But yeah, I'm going to take you with me as we have a look around the property and see what the damage is. It's so bad out here. Oh, okay. Some of the bamboo, definitely not where it should be. I don't think it's the bamboo that's come down, but it looks like a tree has come down on the back of it. Gonna have to get in there, sort that out. Oh no. Yeah, that's not the half of it. Well, this is the worst damage that we've had. Oh jeez. This is where Toby, our big dog, lives. He's got a nice run out the back. And that used to be a tree that he would use for shade in the summer. And it's come down. I made this fence, so I'm not gonna lie, that is devastating to see it looking like this. I don't know how much of that is just from the weight of the tree on it and might spring back, and how much of that is permanent. I might have to be replacing that panel. Oh, and it's come down on the plumbing too. Oh, just had to come inside, get the camera out of the rain. That's really unfortunate. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm gutted. Gonna have to cut that tree up, get it out of there, fix the plumbing, fix the fence. The rain is showing no signs of stopping. It's going to be a long, wet day, and I've got to get to the Bricko pretty quickly because it's a Sunday, so it's not open this afternoon. Because everything else is just on hold for right now. I woke up at 3 this morning to rain dripping through the ceiling onto my pillow. En route to the Bricko, after seeing the tree, another driver nearly hit me. As he sped past in the rain, I shook my head. Taking offence at this, he stopped his car, blocked my way, leaned out of his window, and unloaded on me in French. He did "allez go" when I told him to, but the whole situation put me on edge. Exactly the wrong headspace to be starting this job. Despite following the process, check fuel, check oil, sharpen blades, I missed the first step. Find peace of mind. When you start a chainsaw cold, if it doesn't kick in after 3 goes, you switch to half choke for a warm start. Not without peace of mind, you don't. I pulled that cord more than 50 times until I was physically overheating and forced to stop. I was hung up. In Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, the narrator tells us that dealing with hang-ups is as simple as taking a short break to reduce hyperfocus on a specific problem. After this forced break, I'm inclined to agree with him. My hyperfocus was broken, and I finally remembered the proper starting procedure. A simple switch to warm start, and the chainsaw kicked to life. But something's wrong. The chain isn't moving. I actually still don't know what the problem was, but the clutch was stuck, and I needed to get it unstuck. I'm understandably frustrated, and rushing to beat the clock. Small French villages have rules about this sort of thing. Did I mention I was rushing? This is what happens when you rush a reassembly. Chainsaw fell apart. I actually managed to find it. Oh, it's not all bad. The chainsaw was in pieces. Again. While I was very glad to have all those pieces, I felt like the day had just been layers of failure on a foundation of frustration, and there mustn't be much more left that could go wrong. I was right back in my head. Hyperfocus. The road rage, the ticking clock, 57 failed starts, the camera. Just get the damn chain back on. I started to think about the camera more. I needed to address how the day was going. So what story am I telling with this footage? First of all, the facts. The chain is on the wrong way around. After putting the blade on the wrong way around, after I had to put it back together because it fell apart, after it fell apart because I hadn't tightened it up, after I fixed it because the clutch had stuck, after all of that, I'm just not sure that that's my day. I'm not sure chainsaws are my thing. I'm not sure what's going to happen next. I'm going to put the blade on the right way around this time. I'm sure I'm not the only person who has had frustration with a job like this. Especially for those of us who are always trying new things, it's rare that we're ever an expert or even well practiced. But we can keep going, to hear the engine at the 58th start, to the inner workings of the tool when it's stuck, into the mud when you lose a part. And if you do keep going, the only real possible outcome is eventually success. This is a story of errors and frustration, yes, but it's also a story of perseverance and of finding the way out of my own head. The sun did come out that whole time. I didn't get rained on. That job could have been a hell of a lot worse than it was, so I'm thankful for that. Wasn't great, but we got it done. I've already broken the village rules by using a chainsaw after midday, so gonna stop that for now. Cleared enough space that we can address the plumbing anyway. I couldn't get exactly the parts I needed to fix the entire plumbing junction, so I simplified, removing a section that served no real purpose and tidying up what was left. I like it better this way. The fence was mostly okay too, so I'm happy to leave it like this until the weather gets better. The next day the rain came down again, but aside from that, I had no other issues. Had I found enlightenment? Does it matter? They say before enlightenment, you must chop wood and carry water, and after enlightenment, you must chop wood and carry water. Filming this job and thinking about the story from the camera's point of view really helped me get out of my head and keep going through the frustration. So thanks to everyone who watches these videos. Lundi? Lundi, parfait. Merci, à voir. Lundi! He's going to come on Monday and have a look at everything, see what he needs to do to prepare, and do the planning, and then he'll be going from there. So we're, a step closer, and he's coming on Monday, so that's good. We've got other stuff to do in the meantime anyway, but it's just good to know this is moving ahead. We had narrowed it down to a couple of options, one of which was going to be very expensive and we were going to have to do it ourselves. It was going to be really hard. This is a professional coming in. It's called an anhydrite screed, and it means that it can work with our floor the way that it is sort of a mixed bag of heights. He's going to put it in, and his quote includes polishing afterwards, which was just a massive bonus for us. That's one job that I don't have to do, that it will be done beautifully. So I'm very excited he'll be coming on Monday. So that is, we're making progress. We got 25 jobs on this list and we are 4 through, but that's number 5 that is now, I feel like, well underway. The rest of these jobs here, we've basically got to have the floor on first before we can do them. That's the walls, the water, the rest of the kitchen, everything downstairs. But there are other jobs that we can get into upstairs, the first of which is clearing out the attic space, and then we're going to be cutting in a new window. So, yay! Another hole in the wall!
Oh, Jack's showing us where the hole is going to go.
Where the window is going to go. It's not just
Just
going to be a hole.
It's going to be a hole for a while. Another hole in the side of our house. What's another one?
I don't know.
What's another hole?
We're going for a Swiss spine. So this is inside the room that you just saw from the outside. This is the wall here where the window is going to be going. We've never been able to use this space for anything except storage because it is uninsulated. There is very little light in here, and as it turns out, it leaks. It's never done that before. This is new this winter, so great stuff. We're going to have to fix that while we get this room sorted. This will be a bedroom and a toilet. The hot water cupboard's going in here. We're going to be insulating and cladding the ceiling. So it's going to be, yes, a total makeover, but the very first step is we have to clear this stuff out because right now it is a mess. We live in France. If you want a nice old piece of furniture, it's not hard to find one.
Yeah, I know. It also has been here for 4 years and I haven't used it, so I probably don't need to use it.
Yeah, exactly. Like everything else in that room. Is that the new deadline? Like 4 years without use, Jack gets to throw it out the window?
Yeah.
Alright.
I hate to tell you this. Have you seen above your head?
This? Yeah, there's wee mushrooms in here too.
Oh, Jack, the house is falling apart!
We're working on it. Well, once we open up the ceiling, we'll be able to see all the tiles and stuff, and we can...
Can we replace that lintel?
Replacing it, it'll dry out.
What?
Yeah,
It's rotten.
it's not rotten. Rock solid.
Everything is damp. Everything is wet. Oh, babe. Oh my god. This house was bad before we started. Can you fix this house?
Yeah, definitely. It's...
Oh my god.
all of the rain's just been coming in under the edge of the roof line, which it's not supposed to, obviously, so we need to fix up those tiles.
Because I wanted this window to be out.
Oh.
If we fix the... Can we replace it?
The lintel?
Yeah.
We don't need to replace the lintel, it just needs to dry out. It's not rotten.
It is.
What do you mean?
It's sponge. It's growing mushrooms.
It's not a sponge.
Oh.
No, it's wet. It's not rotted.
Because I wanted the window on the outside.
The window's going to be, yeah, it's going to be right there.
So we have a
windowsill.
windowsill.
Yeah.
Can you fix this house?
I can fix the house, yeah.
Please fix this house.
Yeah, we'll fix the roof line. The water won't come in anymore. What was in will dry out, and we're not going to put in any more wooden lintels.
Okay.
Okay? Reinforced concrete lintels.
Mm.
I don't know, once I take this window off, because we're putting in a bigger window and putting it out, maybe we look at repairing the lintel there anyway.
Just say lintel one more time.
Lintel. This is lintel. Lintel soup. Should we have some lunch?
It's time for lunch.
Lintel. So, I guess, which side do we measure the window from? Outside, right? We want it to line up down the bottom.
Yeah.
We need to measure up down there and then drill in. Well, about to carry on with my specialty, putting holes in the side of our house. And get started with the short bit, and then I got the long one that should carry us all the way through the wall to the inside. Very soft on the outside, that's the short bit in all the way, so straight to the long one. This is going to take a while, so I'll see you next Sunday.
What's that?
That's when the beehive just fell out of the ceiling
What?
into the floor.
Be serious.
Do you not remember this? Were you pregnant?
Did I live here then?
We heard all this buzzing in the house and I had to run in here and catch a bunch of bees in a box.
Oh yeah, I remember catching all the bees.
Yeah, I had to catch all the bees in a box because they were living in there, and it, like, I don't know, it got too big and it just fell out onto the floor, and they got very angry. And then we released them. I think we have video of that somewhere, don't we?
Yeah.